it's I don't know what the answer is, but you shouldn't be seeing fourth overall picks in the draft suddenly. What now? A year and a half into his career, 4 games gets hurt, or is it 3 games gets hurt last year? Anthony Richardson,
literally every game,
and then he's out the rest of the year, and then he comes back, and then 8 games in of up and down play, a couple games that he misses because he's hurt again. Now he's benched again, and now he's sitting there and answering questions about what are you going to do? Honestly, 22-year-old kid thrust in this situation where
that's why I don't let the owner decide who's starting week 1, his rookie year.
Also, Rich, earlier you mentioned about development, like what's the best development. I think, obviously, maybe not even obviously, the best development is time.
There's no question about it.
It just Baker Mayfield, number 1 pick. Where are we right now? Now he's on a roll. It took how many years for him to get to this point? Jordan Love, Sam Darnold.
We asked Jared Goff, how many years do you think somebody should get a shot? How many years does it take till you can actually develop as an NFL quarterback? He said 6.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Richardson was made available to the media today and had this to say.
Of course, everybody knows the news. I'm not starting this upcoming week. Of course, it hurts. As a competitor, definitely don't want to be told that, you're not the guy anymore, for the upcoming week. But, it's all good. I'm using this moment as an opportunity to grow and just learn from my mistakes.
He's 22 years old.
I think he'll be all right.
No, I think he'll be all right. Sure, you could say that. But last year was supposed to be the year he sits and watches and learns. Everybody there sings his praises. Whenever I go to the combine, anybody from the Colts organization, you mention his name and they light up. Good kid, great sensibility, great desire to be great. I mean, it's all there. Physical skill set, great. I mean, you look at his college career, and he had 1 full year as a starter. And this is why, by the way, this is why the league in the lockout year of 2011 insisted on having some form of a rookie scale. Because in the old days, in the Jamarcus Russell days, the Peyton Manning days, I'm going to go with the different, levels of first overall success.
He might have got taken that high.
Well, I'm just saying, back in those days, to choose somebody that high, had to pay that player the most handsome and generationally enriching contract you've ever given to any player in the history of your franchise. That's the way it used to be. And the league's like, well, we need some time to figure out whether you should be generationally enriched. So you've got to go through the crucible of actually proving it first. And now we're in a situation where, you have to prove it in order to be generationally enriched. But the standard of proving it is just have great regular seasons, make a playoffs, win 1 game in the playoffs, show that you've got some real great ability in terms of your physical prowess and your ability to lead and your ability to not get into trouble and be a great face-forward athlete for the franchise. And you get $50 million a year now. And the number of people who are making $50 million plus who have not gotten to a championship game, I've lost track.
In a weird way, Rich, you bring up the new CBA from back then, which set the rookie scale. In a weird way, I think that has helped create the problem that we have now, because it makes it easier to get off of these guys because you're not paying them so much money. Even Jamarcus Russell started 36 games in college. So a lot of the guys back in those early days, they were 3-4-year college players who had a lot of playing experience that you were taking at the top of the draft and paying, like Matthew Stafford, Sam Bradford. These guys played a lot of football. Carson Palmer played a lot of football when they were taken at the top of the draft.
So I guess it's you better be careful taking somebody that has not played a lot.
Yeah. Buyer beware.
C.J. Stroud played a lot.
C.J. Stroud played a lot.
That's helpful. Bryce Young did too, right? Didn't he? Trubisky did not.
He was behind Mac Jones.
Trubisky did not.
Trubisky did not play a lot. Drake May played 3 years at UNC. Like, I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
It's just seeing, a 22-year-old having to stand up there and go, I've been benched and it's tough to hear, but I'll learn from it and he said all the right things.
Yeah, Bryce Young, two years a starter.
I wish there was some sort of through line that you could say why somebody's successful and somebody is not. You just, again, in the NFL, if I'm an owner, I'm like, okay, so I draft somebody high. I don't really have any option except I've got to throw them out there in the games that matter for everybody else and for me and for my coaching staff and for my general managers. There's no other development other than getting him out there in these games. And if he's not ready, I've got to bench him. And there's nothing else to do for him to do except sit around and learn while he's benched. And then if these guys are good, but they don't win right away, or they don't go deep into the playoffs right away, but show that they're really, really good, the market that we've created means I still have to pay him $50 million on the upside. I don't know. I'd be sitting around in some of these meetings and can we come up with other ideas? We're smart people. That's what I would be doing.
You don't have to pay these guys $50 million.
I know you don't. No one's forcing him. I get it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.